Nah. Okay, good. Okay, now, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I think we are live already. Okay, so good morning, everyone, and welcome to the launching of the book Crypto Community Moderation Simplified by Lawal Afeez Arishekola. So, we would like to apologize for starting this event late as against the 10 o'clock that was stated. We were trying to run some technical stuff in the background so that everyone would be able to watch us live. Okay, so I am Aladodo Abdul Salam, and I will be your host for today's event. And also, we'll be joined with another host. Another host will be joining us as we move on. Is once he arrives, we are going to get to see him, inshallah. So, the first thing we are meant to do is that we are first going to, it is very, very important that we sort of talk about the main reason why we are here. So, like I said before, we are here to launch Lawal Afeez Arishekola's book, Crypto Community Moderation Simplified. And before the book launch, it is very important for us to have some sort of discussion regarding the book, and to also talk about the author's journey so far and what actually prompted him to write the book. But before that, we have invited some special people today, people who are one of the best in the crypto industry, people who are writers in the crypto industry, people who are community managers in the crypto industry. And I believe that we are being joined by audience who are actually experts in the crypto industry as well. People who are writers, community managers, social media managers, graphic designers, and what have you. So we welcome everyone to the book launch, and we do hope that we are going to have a very wonderful session. So we do hope that we are going to have a very wonderful session. Some minutes, please. Going to the very first thing we are going to have in this session for this launching is that we are going to have one of the best hands in the industry, one of the best brain in the industry, speak to us about blockchain. Is going to talk to us generally about blockchain jobs and the potentials of the blockchain industry. So I will be inviting Sir Adegoke Adefemi Yusuf to address us for the next probably 30 to 40 minutes about the blockchain industry and the opportunity that the blockchain industry is set to present us with. So Sir Adegoke Adefemi Yusuf is actually a technical blockchain writer, and he writes for Parallel Finance. So I think the technical operator should switch to his side so that I'll be able to um, enjoy his session properly.
You are not being heard. You are not being heard. Yes,
I
yes.
muted my mic earlier. Okay, hi
Good.
everyone. My name is Adigoke Adefemi Yusuf. Uh, I'm a blockchain strategist, a blockchain content strategist, and a technical writer. And I work with Parallel Finance, a DeFi protocol with the objective of bringing DeFi and financial inclusion to 1 billion people. So today I'll be discussing blockchain jobs and their potentials. So I'll be sharing my screen shortly. Kindly hold on while I share my screen.
Hello, can you can find share screen on
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
screen
can
right?
see that. I'm using Mac, so there's some security check before I could share my screen. So that's what I'm trying to resolve.
Right, no problem.
Okay. Yeah, great. Okay, can you see my screen now? Uh,
No, we
I'd like to know if
cannot.
my screen is
But
live.
let's go. You can do that from your side.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I've done that from my side. I just want to know if my screen is live. My screen sharing is live. Okay, that said, yeah,
No, it's not
blockchain.
live yet. It's not live yet.
Okay, no problem. I'm going to get back to that. So, blockchain technology changed the job landscape. Uh, I, yeah, blockchain technology and the era of Web3 and decentralized technologies changed the job landscape. Uh, and that is where the advent of tech and tech overs roles in the industry. Now, what I mean by tech roles in the blockchain industry are actually software development and software engineering roles in the industry, while the tech averse roles, those are the non-tech roles in tech, are actually roles that are related to community management, like the one the author of this book is doing, as well as roles like content writing, content management, design, project management, and product management. So,
Your network is not stable.
okay, is it stable now? Can you hear me now? Okay. So, like I mentioned, I said the blockchain jobs are actually divided into two. We have the tech and the non-tech roles, which are also referred to as the tech averse roles in tech. That is the tech averse roles in the blockchain industry. And I mentioned that the tech roles are software engineering and software development and everything that come under those. So, depending on the programming language or the tech stack of that you have, so you can fit into those roles. At the same time, if you are not a techie, that's and probably you have other skills, then you can still use these skills in tech. So the second division is the non-tech roles. That's the tech averse roles or the non-tech roles in tech. That's in the blockchain technology industry. So and these ones we have several of them. We have community management, like the one the author of this book is doing. We have content management, we have design, so UI UX design, graphics design, we have product and project management, we have a whole lot of them. Even up to we have up to art, photography, and things that are related to tech use cases like NFTs. So how has blockchain redefined this job industry? So first, it makes a lot of roles popular. That's one. It brought about roles that we hardly hear about in the past. We used to hear about them, but then because blockchain technology has to do with having a community and moderating this community, engaging the people in this community, listening to their inquiries, and taking them by hand and guiding them and walk them through the process of probably engaging uh, projects and the likes. So we have jobs like cryptocurrency community management becoming popular. And at the same time, we have a lot of people tripping in from Web 2 to Web 3 because of first their skill, then second because of the handsome remuneration that is attached to these blockchain jobs. So now, first we've learned that blockchain jobs are divided into two. Secondly, we've seen the reason why people are coming in. First, the skill. Second, the remuneration. That's the main thing that is bringing people into Web3. Every other thing is secondary. Then also, I'll be discussing about how you can position yourself for these blockchain jobs, how you can position yourself for these blockchain rules. I don't know why this. I have this the presentation already. I don't know why it's not showing on my why I can share it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think I. Yeah. You can. Okay. So how are the ways you can position yourself for this blockchain jobs opportunities? First, uh, the first thing to do is that okay, you need to have a very strong social profile. What I mean by a strong social profile is to have a strong social media presence, especially on platforms like LinkedIn and Twitter. Yeah, Facebook too, but then where things happen LinkedIn and Twitter because there are a lot of potential clients, there are a lot of project owners, project founders, there are a lot of companies on this platform. And this is where they should they list the available jobs, and this is where they go to hire people uh for the job that they have open in their probably in their project or in their company or and the likes. So first, yeah, you need to have a very strong social preference. It's very strong social profile. That's a very strong social media presence, and at the same time, make sure that these your social media uh profile have the description of what you are doing, who you are, the industry you are, what you do, and what you can offer. So, for example, someone like me, if you go to my Facebook page, you're going to see under my Facebook profile description, my profile, do we call them description? I forgot them. You're going to see how I listed the things that I do, blockchain and the likes. At the same time, you go to my Twitter handle, my Twitter page, or my Twitter profile, you're going to see it there as well. This is what I do. I'm in the not that I'm in the tech averse role in the blockchain industry, so I listed that there as well. At the same time, if you go to my LinkedIn, I have all of these laid out in detail on this social media profile. So if you are someone that is looking or that is seeking for blockchain jobs, you need to make sure that your social profile has all these details about you and what you can do and the industry you are seeking to service. So at the same time, you need to have a proven track record. What I mean by a proven track record is to have first a public portfolio, something that clients can refer to if they need to know what you've done in the past, who you've worked with in the past. And for this, you can use something like a portfolio website. For writers, you can use platforms like Medium, platforms like Contently, and several other ones like that. At the same time, uh you need recommendation. Recommendation is also a type of your social proof. Yes, that's a probably you've worked with a client in the past as a freelancer. For someone like me that comes from that come from the freelance industry, I have a lot of clients that I've worked with in the past, and this can give me recommendation or reviews. We call them recommendation or reviews, and these are actually proof that I've done these in the past, experience about this, and I can showcase this to a potential client to convince them that I'm the right person to take this job. So, and right now, if you check job boards like Greenhouse, like Lever, and Angel List, and a whole lot of them, a lot of the job description for these blockchain rules actually uh, include that you show your public portfolio or where they can see what you've done in the past. So that is going to give them confidence that they are hiring the right person for the job. So these are some of the things that you need to look into. At the same time, a lot of people are, well, I'm still going to get to that. So right now, under this section of positioning for job opportunities and how you can position for job opportunities, I would like to lay emphasis on using your LinkedIn and your Twitter profile very well. LinkedIn, to me, and I think a lot of people are going to agree that, uh, apart from freelance platforms where you can get freelance gigs or one-time off jobs, LinkedIn is the single most important platform where you can get, yeah, it is the single most important platform where you can get full-time jobs. Apart from scouting on job boards and the like, if you have uh, a well-optimized LinkedIn profile, you have your job description, your profile description showing who you are. For example, someone like me, on my on my profile description on LinkedIn, I have Web3, uh, a kick-ass Web3 writer. Then I also included the keywords to the industry, blockchain, and the several use cases under blockchain, like DeFi, like DAO, like Metaverse, like Play to Earn, and a whole lot of them. So that is going, for anyone that visits my profile, that's the first thing they're going to see. And uh, I need to catch their attention by showing them that this is who I am and this is what I do. Then, apart from that, uh, another thing I should mention is that optimizing your LinkedIn has to do with using SEO skill. It is just including the right keywords at the right point, so that if at all anyone search for that keyword on the search bar on LinkedIn, uh, it's going to pop up your profile among the profiles that is going to show for the person. So apart from that, make sure that your profile description is detailed. What I mean by having a detailed profile description, and why I'm saying this, why I'm going into LinkedIn optimization now is that we're talking about positioning for blockchain jobs, and I mentioned that LinkedIn is a single most important platform where you can secure full-time roles, that way you can secure blockchain jobs, either full-time roles or part-time roles, and even freelance gigs. So on your profile description on LinkedIn, the first thing should be who you are. That's your experience, uh, then what you've done, that's the previous jobs that you've done and the previous clients that you've worked with. Then at the same time, what you can offer, how you can be a value added inclusion to any project or to any company that hire you, to work with them. So having all of these in your profile description is another plus for you. Then at the same time, in other sections of your LinkedIn profile, uh, sections like the job section, that's the experience, include as many jobs as possible or as many projects as possible that you've done in the past that is related to this position that you are seeking, that's blockchain job or a role in the blockchain industry. Have all of those there. Then get people that you've worked with in the past, people that you've mentored, people that you've tutored, get them to write recommendations for you. Recommendations are very, very important. Apart from uh, public portfolio or your portfolio that shows what you can do, if someone should recommend you, especially someone that is an authority in the industry or someone that is respected in the industry, if that kind of person should recommend you, then there is every possibility that you're going to get a job, a blockchain job, or you're going to get a role that is related to your experience or to your skill uh, within the shortest possible time. So another thing I would like to mention is that when I was mentioning blockchain rules, excuse me, when I was mentioning blockchain rules, I mentioned that, okay, I decided that they're divided into two. Uh, so out of these two, the tech averse rules, that's the non-tech rules in the blockchain industry, are the ones that have the highest are the ones that have the highest amount of available blockchain jobs. Yes, we used to have we for block for the tech rule, depends on your experience, and then depends on your tech stack, the kind of languages or the programming languages that you can work on or you can work with. But for the tech averse rules, almost every skill that uh, works for Web 2 works for Web 3. That's for the blockchain industry. Almost every, or let me say quite a lot of them. Writing, design, even finance. If you are probably someone in the financial industry, if you are someone in the financial industry, or probably you're an accountant, you can work in the blockchain space. HR managers or talent hunters or talent sourcers and people like that, there is a room for you in the blockchain industry. Uh, if you're into compliance, if you're into web content creation, and if you're into web content, that's video content and animation creation, there's also room for you there. So a lot of jobs that are relevant in Web 2 are also relevant in the blockchain space. The only thing you need to do is that you need to have the skill, you need to hone it, that is, you need to master the skill, and you need to position yourself accordingly. For someone like me and for a lot of other people that have positioned themselves well on platforms like LinkedIn and Twitter, that have detailed profile description and all those things that I've mentioned in the past, a lot of us have project founders, project owners, and HR managers from different blockchain projects reach out to us that, hey, I saw your profile, or I saw your public profile, or I saw this somewhere, and I think you are going to be a right fit for this open position in our blockchain, in our blockchain project and our blockchain company. So when you position yourself for opportunities, uh, you are bound to get opportunities that you are bound to get a lot of opportunities that you begin to select, that it is now left to you to pick the one that you think is the best out of them. So apart from that, I'll also like to mention the potentials, there's a blockchain job potentials, and this is the most interesting part of this discussion. First, uh, the first thing about blockchain job, the first potential is that in most cases, it is a remote job opportunity. There's you work from home. There is work-life balance. Uh, you work from the comfort of your location anywhere, so there is work-life balance. So you can attend to your own personal needs at the same time work on the job that you have, and this is because a lot of these companies are not based in your location. A lot of these companies are abroad. So what they do is they hire you, you sign the necessary documentation, and you get started. They hired you to probably a that's a what do we call these platforms like Slack and the likes, where you can interact with your team members, and where you can work, and there is no there is no commuting from commuting to work. There is nothing like that. It is convenient for you. At the same time, they have handsome paycheck. We have blockchain. In fact, let me talk about this in the tech space, in the tech, for the tech role and the non-tech roles. Handsome paycheck. I think earlier this year I shared a role, a senior blockchain developer role that is open in a company. I saw it on LinkedIn and I shared it on my Facebook. And the company is willing to pay about 1 million USD annually for that developer. Can you beat that? How many jobs in Web 2? How many jobs pay up to that for developers? So there is handsome paycheck. If you are even if you are not a techie, you are not in the tech niche, you are someone, probably a writer or a graphic designer, a UI designer, these companies are paying up to 100,000, 150,000 USD annually. And we have companies that are even paying $3,000 per month for junior writers and even more. So there's handsome paycheck apart from the remote job opportunity, handsome paycheck. And the interesting thing about this is that, unlike, okay, for some of them, not every one of them, I work with Casper Labs. Casper Labs. Companies like Casper Labs, they have a policy. Instead of waiting for the end of the month before they pay your salary, they pay you half of it at the middle of the month, and the other half at the end of the month, which makes a lot of sense. For example, if you are earning, let's say, for example, you are earning $8,000 or you're earning $6,000, and they pay you $3,000 at the middle of the month, and also pay you $3,000 at the end of the month. So you don't have to wait till the end of the month before you collect your pay. So that's that about that. Also, a lot of these jobs have relocation packages. We've seen job posts where, in the blockchain niche, where the company, or they included in the job description that anyone that they hire for this role, they are going to fund the relocation of that person to the company's headquarters, or to any country where the company is operating from, so companies, the potential in this is that for jobs like these, there are chance that you can relocate to a foreign country, you can relocate abroad. And apart from these companies, some of these companies that do not have relocation packages, they used to have yearly or annual team retreats where every member of the team meet. For example, companies like Casper Labs, I'm using Casper Labs as a case study because I know much about the internal workings of Casper Labs. Companies like Casper Labs have uh used to have annual retreats where every member of the company, it doesn't matter if you're in Africa, if you're in Nigeria, if you're in Europe, you're in Asia, if you're a member of the team, they have an annual retreat where every member of the team meets up for a retreat at the company's headquarters in San Francisco, in the United States. Then at the same time, they also meet at several other countries as well, because they have a Casper Foundation, which is an organization owned by the company, and they also have Casper Labs. So depending on where they decide, there is opportunity for retreat. So even if you are not relocating abroad, even if the job does not have a relocation package, there are retreats where you have the chance to, to at least dust your passport once in a while. Sure, you understand. So apart from that, uh you have a healthy working environment. Even though it's virtual, the work environment is not toxic. Yeah, we have toxic environment. Probably you have a team leader that is too bossy, or that is cocky. But then a lot of these jobs have healthy working environment. So far, you are offering value. You're delivering value to them. You are doing your work as at when due. You are meeting up the sprints, the necessary. You are meeting up with the necessary your delivery towards every sprint. The work environment is healthy. So at the same time, they also have other opportunities. Okay, for example, some of them have workstation setup fund. They have different fund. For if you are joining a new company, they can send you up to $3,000 to $5,000 to set up your workstation, get a new computer, get uh headphones, get all the things that you need for your work. So these are things that make the job very, makes the job very sweet, so to say. So it makes the job uh attractive. Yeah, it makes the job attractive. Apart from that, I know of companies that have education or training fund for their staffs. So some of these okay, they have education or training fund for their staffs. So some of these companies, when you join them, probably you want to go for a course, probably you want to improve your skill, or probably you want to improve your skill, and you want to go for a course, or you want to do for that one or two things. Even if you want to go for study, some of these companies sponsor them. So far you have the skill and you are delivering value to them, they are ready to take up some of these expenses for you. Yes, I know companies like Casper Labs and companies like Parallel Finance do that. They have education fund. If you want to go for training, in fact, they even pay. They pay for training that are as low as the ones that you go, or probably you see a course on probably Udemy on or any of these course websites like Coursera and the likes. And fine, you see it is a paid one. You can reach out to your HR manager or your team leader and tell them, hey, I need to take this course to improve my skills so that I can continue to deliver value to you. And they're going to fund it, they're going to buy the course for you, and you're going to take it. So that one is also a personal benefit for you. So apart from this, you also work with a diverse team, diverse time zone. Uh, you work at your own convenience. You don't need to work from a 9 to 5. If you like, can work from 5, you can work from 5 to 12 or 5 to 1. So it doesn't matter if you're in Nigeria. uh you may decide not to work in the day, you may decide to work at night. So far it's a remote job. So far you have so far you are delivering value. There is always room for communication. You can communicate with your team members anytime, because the team is diverse, different time zone. There's always someone to talk to. There is always room for collaboration. Not that, okay, you need to collaborate with someone. In fact, these things are so interesting. If you have a meeting with someone, they do these things in the way that you have to check the person's calendar. When is this person going to be available? When is also going to be convenient for me? And you set up meetings with, your team members, and it's quite interesting. So also, blockchain jobs offer career growth and expansion. Yes, career growth and expansion. When you take blockchain jobs, especially full-time and part-time jobs, and you're working within a company, or you're working with a project, you begin to see things uh, that uh, that are not clear to you when you're on the outside. So, but when you're working within these teams, you begin to see a lot of things. As much as I say, as much as I feel I understand decentralized finance, working with a company like Parallel Finance has opened my eyes to a lot of things, a lot of inner mechanics of how decentralized finance works, and a lot of things like that. So, with these, your experience grows. When your experience grows, and that is also a part of career growth. When your experience grows and you feel like, fine, you want to leave this company, with the experience that you've gathered from the company that you've worked with in the past, these blockchain companies, you have the potential uh, to see better role at another company. Probably you are working uh, as a junior. Uh, you're working at a junior level in your current job, and based on the experience that you've gathered over the time, in your next job, definitely you can apply, you can see a senior level job. So, which is also a part of career growth. And senior level jobs come with a lot of, apart from coming with a lot of responsibility, it comes with a better paycheck, better remuneration, and better treats. So things like that. So these are my advice to everyone. First, learn a skill. Doesn't matter if it is tech or if it is non-tech, if it's a non-tech skill. In fact, we have people that are doing some rules that you can't even find it hard to discern that does this rule make sense in the blockchain space. Rules like compliance, because compliance is a very, very big thing. It's a very, very important thing in the blockchain industry, in the blockchain niche. So we have people that are taking up these rules, and these rules are very, very common in web 2. So first, you need to learn a skill. Not everyone should go to writing. Writing is saturated. If you have the skill, you have the experience, it's going to work for you. But then there are a lot of other rules that have not been explored, or that have not been fully explored, like people are exploring writing rules. So take courses, seek mentors to guide you, and get the skill. Have a social proof, or have a public profile, have a portfolio. Have a portfolio that is going to show that you've done this. These are the things that you've done. These are the things
Sorry,
that you
so
can do. Yeah.
I think you have nothing less than 3 minutes left.
Okay, I'm going to round up now. So,
Thank you,
okay.
sir.
Yeah, thank you. So, when you have the skills, so make sure that you learn the skills. Okay, learn the skill, get mentors, because they're going to fast track your success. They're going to even recommend you. I've recommended a lot of people here. I even reached out to some people a couple of days ago about some job roles that are available, and that need me to the HR managers, the project owners need to recommend some people to them. So uh, when you have these skills, learn them. Make sure you hone the skill. You know them perfectly, and in the process, get a mentor that is going to guide you in the right direction, that is going to walk you through the process, that is going to hold you by hand, and help you to scale. And at the same time, make sure that you position yourself for opportunities that may come your way, uh, by following some of the things that I've mentioned earlier. So with this, I'm confident that if you follow these things, you follow these guides, then your next blockchain job is just around the corner. Thank you. So I'll leave the rest to the moderators. If
Oh yeah, thank you so much for the lovely session, sir. We really, really appreciate it. In fact, I someone made a comment that thank you for the opportunity to get a new perspective. I believe everyone who are following have actually learned one thing or the other. And one of the most important things to know is that, just like you've said, the roles in the cryptocurrency industry or the role in the blockchain industry is quite numerous. And the best way to wade the waters is to position oneself for the opportunity when it comes. So positioning oneself for the opportunity, like you said, is not done by just sitting and thinking that, oh, they are going to come to you in your comfort zone. It will never happen.
yes,
So if you want to work as a compliance officer in the crypto industry, if you want to work as a writer, if you want to work as a graphic designer, if you want to work as a community manager, you have to build yourself and build that skill that you want to market. So when you've
yes,
been able to build yourself to some extent and you have a proof to show for it, you have the right portfolio to show for it, you have what you can actually show them that will give them the perspective, or that will give them the idea that you've been doing this thing for a long period of time, or for some while. Then it will be very, very easy for you to transition into a befitting role in the blockchain industry. So thank you so much, Sir Adegoke Yusuf,
you're
for
welcome.
the session, and we really appreciate it. So,
You're welcome.
yeah, thank you, sir. So, Malam Taufik, I believe you can hear me. Abu Rushda,
Ah, what going you?
Abu
Yeah,
Rushda.
can you hear me?
Yes, 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 yes. Can you? I can hear you.
But you can't see me.
I can see you as well. I can see you.
Okay, okay.
You can choose to close your cam, or to leave it that way.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So I think the next thing to do is to bring Sir Dawood Suleiman Abiola on board. So I will leave that to you. Abu Rushda.
Hmm?
So
I
I
can hear
said,
you.
yeah, yeah, yes. I said the next thing is to bring Sir Dawood Suleiman Abiola on board, Omalaja. So I will leave that to you. Once you mention his name, the technical operator is going to switch to his side.
Should I leave now? Or what am I supposed to do?
No, no, just continue with the hosting. Just continue with the hosting.
Okay.
Uh, if-
It seems you haven't sent the book to me.
No, no, don't worry. You get it soon. Just invite Sir Suleiman to come on board. Invite
that
Omalaja to come on board.
that person is not in studio with us presently.
Okay, please bring him in, please.
He's not with us at all. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So is Ibn
I'll
Hajar
call
here?
you back into that now.
What do you say?
Is Ibn Hajar
I'll
with
call you
us?
back.
Even Hajar is not here as well.
Okay.
Hajar is not available.
Okay.
I called him, no response.
Okay, no problem. So probably should call Omalaja, because it's time for his.
Yes, I'm in touch with him already.
Okay now. So I
Omalaja
think,
is here with us. Omalaja is
yeah.
here with us.
Okay now. Thank you.
I I don't think it's with his phone or with his device. Anyway.
I'm here with you now. I am here with you.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Over to you, sir. You
Okay, okay.
Before then, can we introduce the book? I want to display the book on the screen. Are we good to go?
Yes.
he's the one that will do the review for us. So
Okay.
You want me to do the review, or I don't think I have a copy of the book with me here. I don't know. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I'm with
yeah.
you here. I'm with you.
Omalaja, please continue.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. That's Sulaiman Abiola by name. Please, can you hear me, please?
We can hear you.
Okay, okay.
Have you just choosing to have your camera?
Yes, I choose to off my camera.
This is a virtual session, so I don't know how we can explain that to our audience.
Okay. All right, no problem then. No problem then.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Thank you. You may go
Um.
ahead.
Okay. Like I said, I am Daud Sulaiman Abiola by name, and I have been invited to be the chief launcher of this book titled Crypto Community Moderation Simplified, written by our brother Lawal Afeez Arishekola. I feel greatly honored to be invited as the chief launcher of this book, and this keynote address the viewers, for which I'm also grateful for. When the brother approached me to be the chief launcher of this book, I
Okay, so I think we are having okay. Yeah.
um so like I was saying, when he approached me to be his chief launcher, I couldn't turn down the request because of two things. Firstly, it's like my sentimental attachment to every issue related to human capital development in Nigeria through freelancing, and secondly, my very close connection with the author, because I believe that we've been in close contact for a couple of years back, in freelancing, in crypto management, cryptocurrency in general. But more importantly, I think this book is dedicated to the growing field of the global crypto industry, and in recognition of the role that crypto community management plays in a community, because the global crypto community industry is on one part focused on building a formidable community, because whatever product you are building, um, it has to be community focused. I've seen a whole lot of projects, built upon hyper marketing, and most of these projects left that important phase in the development, because for example, if you are building an NFT project, I think the stock in trade of cryptocurrency is that it wrests power from that centralized authority and give power to the creators, to the community, members of the community, to fans and supporters of the project. So whatever you are building in the community must be community focused. And this is why we have roles like crypto community management. More importantly, the community management focuses on the important task of building an engaged and aligned community of fans and supporters. as well as it provides appropriate support for the tech and the growth team. Because if you're working as a community moderator for any crypto project, you are transitioning between working with the growth team, working with the tech team, and communicating the message, helping them tell the story, answering inquiries from community managers, from supporters, from fans. You tend to have like a close contact with some of the senior members, senior colleagues in that project. For example, as community manager, you might be in direct contact with the CEO himself. You might be in direct contact with the CM of the project, the growth marketer of the project, the CTO, the CEO of the project. So this particular role is an important role in crypto product development, and one which has been going for the past 2-3 years now. On behalf of the crypto industry, I thank Brother Abdulaziz Lawal Arishekola for this because he has taken a huge step, a bold step to solve the unsolved riddles in the industry. I wish to commend the author for his vision and effort to document what I consider a very comprehensive blueprint on crypto community and management done right. Because we've had several tutorials, we've read several books, not particularly on crypto community management, but I think, to the best of my knowledge, I don't think there's a comprehensive blueprint or book that actually talks about crypto community management. What you see out there might just be like social media marketing, community management in the web 2.0. And although we might adapt some of these skills, the knowledge in web 2.0 for web 3.0, but there still need to fill that gap. Those gaps, those loopholes need to be filled by someone experienced in the space. And our brother Lawal Afeez Arishekola has done what everyone in the space always crave, because I've actually worked with a number of startups, a number of leading projects in the space, and I don't think the industry can have enough crypto community managers, because every day people keep building products. Every day there are startups, there are founders, projects being funded, and at the core, the forefront of these projects are professionals who understand the project, professionals who understand communicating messages in the language that newbies, because when you are hired to be a crypto community manager, you are tasked with the responsibilities of being the representative of the project, like the first point of contact between the project and the supporters, community members, the fans. And this necessitates that you understand the complex technical jargons used in the crypto industry, and your ability to break it down for everyday users, your ability to, transmit those complex concepts used in crypto, blockchain, Web 3.0, NFT, DeFi, play to earn, your ability to break this complex concept down for everyday users defines you as a competent crypto community manager. Yeah, this book is particularly important development as it will surely fill the current gap in the public understanding of the role of a community management, in building an industry standard crypto product. As we move into the world of Web 3.0, community management has assumed an important role in the new normal, because we are in the new normal now. Although many people actually believe that we've started the new normal 2-3 years ago, but I think 2021, 2022 witnessed a kind of a new boom in the Web 3.0 space. We are now witnessing growth in the metaverse and NFT space. There are institutional supporters moving into the space. There are brands, Web 2.0 brands and local brands. We have Nike, we have Adidas, we've got Mesa, you transition into what they call Web 3.0, and as we move into this new normal, community management is an important skill that everyone that want to have like a tasty bite of the cake in the crypto industry must have. And as the first speaker has rightly stated, that crypto community management is a no-code skill. You don't need to understand any code before you communicate whatever product the team that hire you is building. You don't need to understand the simplest of the simple HTML tags, CSS or JavaScript protocols, but you need to understand communication. You need to understand community building, because many of us here, we might have different groups, like the moderator or the admin of different groups on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, but in Web 3.0, it's actually by creator for creators. And to be relevant in the Web 3.0, you must onboard newbies, people who barely understand what blockchain is, people who don't even understand what cryptocurrency is, people who are skeptical about investing in cryptocurrencies, people who are skeptical and are still like doubtful of the potentials of Web 3.0. And this is where you come in as a community moderator or a community manager. And against this background of phenomenal growth in Nigerian freelancing and cryptocurrency space, I think there's a very urgent need to develop the capabilities and potentials of Nigerian freelancers and will be freelancers in order to equip them with the necessary but training skills. I included necessary but training skills in the industry, because you might be, for example, you might be a social media manager, and I think most of these roles are just nomenclature, like a name change. You might see something like a growth hacker, you might see something like a growth marketer for Web 3.0, and something like a community manager, because regardless of how we see it, regardless of the lens we view it, I think community manager is a part. On one part, it's like a social media manager, because if you are a social media manager, then you serve as a point of contact between that brand they are representing on social media and you, like a potential customer. For example, if you want to buy anything, you might go on Twitter, you might go on Facebook, LinkedIn, on Instagram, and you have like a sales rep that represents you, that represents your brand, that serve as the first point of contact between your brand and potential clients or customer that wants to patronize you, and to meet up with international standards in the creator economy. I think Nigerians need to skill up if we are to be integrated into the global market. The volume of this task falls on me, it falls on you too, it falls on everyone present in this launching, and our author, our brother Lawal Afeez, has done his part by writing this book. Again, given the dynamism and growth of the Nigerian crypto space, I strongly believe that everyone who wants to participate, everyone who wants to benefit from the emerging Web 3.0 space, from the emerging creator economy, from the emerging figure space, because I think from Web 3.0 space, we have a figure, that is bonding digital goods with physical assets. In order to be relevant, then we have to strengthen our skill sets, because I think I don't know the number of unemployed graduates we have in Nigeria, but I am sure that the statistic is still growing. The statistic is not it's not a favorable one for a nation whose bulk of population is like able-bodied youth. I think Nigerian youths are about 67% of the entire population, and we are currently facing with unemployment, a high rate of unemployment in Nigeria. For someone to be skilled in this industry, then the first point of contact might be something that you are used to before, something that won't take much of your time to learn and to grab, and I think one of those skills in the crypto space is community management. In fact, I know few people who actually use that, a crypto community manager, to like a ladder to whatever on future they aspire for themselves. I have a friend that actually used that ladder to learn solidity development, because he works on on a project built around Polygon, and this means that you have to understand some of the tech stack used in that project. So through this, he got inspired by the project, got interested in the tech skills like used in that project, and now today is now working with one of the leading projects in the space because he used that experience, that crypto community management experience, as a ladder to learn and to immerse himself in whatever role, whatever future he foresees for himself. As a result, there are three critical areas that we must address as a nation and citizens. Number one, I think there must be concerted effort and procedures to link talent with opportunities, with a view to getting more people into the creator economy. For example, uh, if you're talking about the creator economy, we're talking about a digitized economy. If you're talking about, you know, transforming Nigeria from a physical-based assets, because from that oil-dependent nation into a nation that benefit from the skill sets of our citizens, I think there's an urgent need for us to have like a concerted effort, procedures to link talent with opportunities. Then how do we link talent with opportunity? It is by capitalizing on the potential and opportunities that the current Web3 space, the current cryptos and blockchain space presents to us. Number two is that there also should be effective guidelines to ensure that intention and international skill sets are developed, because I've actually seen so many people advertising their courses, advertising different skills, WhatsApp monetization. We've got so many of them on WhatsApp, so many of them on Facebook. I'm not saying this to attack them. I'm just saying that if you are intentional, if you are serious to have that digitized economy, then we must embark on acquiring relevant skill sets. That intentional and international skill sets must be acquired with all sincerity. Because, for example, if you're talking about WhatsApp monetization, you're talking about some of these skills that people learn for 3 hours in a day, and the next day they start calling themselves an expert, they start calling themselves, patronize me, do this, do that. The question is, how relevant are the skills that you acquired? If you are talking about, there are no clients, I have these skills, I've learned these things. The question you should ask yourself is, how relevant are the skills that you've acquired? This is why we must acquire an international skill set, like something that is not only relevant to Nigeria, that national asset as a Nigerian, but something that has huge demand in the global space. And you agree with me that crypto is a global phenomenon, blockchain is a global phenomenon, but 3.0 is a global phenomenon that even people in the remotest place in the world, people from Swaziland to Switzerland, from Nigeria to Niger, Canada to Ukraine, Australia to New Zealand, got many founders in the space that need your service as a crypto community manager. And this is why we should acquire relevant skill sets if we are intentional about having a digitized economy as citizens, as Nigerians, of course, and as a nation. Number three is that there must be improved arrangement to ensure that these roles, like we have a kind of a trickle-down effect of these skills in a bottom-up approach. It shouldn't be that this particular skill is specialized for a particular set of people, or like the prerequisite to acquire these skills must be you have like an experience in the space before, like you've worked with social brand before. It should be something that an average secondary school student who can read and write, students who can communicate with good English, people in Mboyi, people in Zamfara State, people in students, secondary school students. It will be something that secondary school students or even primary school students who understand concept, I can break down this concept into everyday language, everyday words, unemployed graduates, underpaid workers. It will be something that these people, this category of people can benefit, can learn and benefit from. For example, in crypto community management, you don't have to be a graduate. You don't have to, have a work experience. What you need to do is to understand the different frameworks in the industry, to understand the different protocols in the industry, to understand different concepts in the industry. And this is what this book is all about, breaking down the entire, because when you want to venture into Web 3.0, blockchain or cryptocurrency space, then everything looks so confused. And that confused cycle might be, it might continue for years, for weeks, for months, because probably you don't know anyone in the space who are successful in the space, or you don't know any experienced crypto community manager in the space who you can approach. And I think one-on-one mentoring, one-on-one mentorship tutorials, online tutorials, I think it's not this avenues, this medium are not, they are not for everyone. Like, for example, me in particular, I believe that that physical contact and comparing soft copy to hard copy, comparing do it yourself to someone, an experienced mentor who has done whatever you want to do, someone who could hold you by the hand and show you the way, I think it's far, far better than exploring thousands of hours using a couple of weeks on YouTube, aggregated tutorials from different sources, because you don't even need access. There is no filtering now, that someone who just read a page of community management, someone who just read a page of technical writing in the cryptocurrency space can just create a YouTube account tomorrow and start, talking about what he has learned just by reading a single page of book. And there will be, students who will use his guideline as like a vehicle to learn whatever they want to learn. So this book is what you need to start a journey into the crypto world. Like I said, it could be like your ladder to transit from crypto community management, whatever skill that you want to learn, growth hacking, growth marketing, developer, technical writing, because it's like a bridge between the techie and not techie aspects of cryptocurrencies. Because if you want to be a crypto community manager, you have to understand some of these tech stacks. You have to understand them, and your ability to transmit the tech stacks defines you as a competent and a professional crypto community manager. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that this book will enrich our knowledge and enhance our understanding of crypto community management in Nigeria in general, and monetizing our skill set in particular. There's no doubt in my mind that the book will serve as a good reference document on the global Web3 space. I therefore recommend it for general leadership, especially to newbies, experienced social media managers, university students, and graduates, including people who want to transition from Web 2 and Web 3 space. Let me conclude by saying once again that I commend the author for this initiative. Writing a book is no mean task, and it's not for the faint-hearted, because I believe that majority of us here, at one point in our time, we might have started writing a book, and unfortunately, we might still, procrastinating on writing our books. Like in particular, started writing a book on LinkedIn monetization in 2018, and to date, I have not finished writing the book. So to write and publish book is a no mean feat, and it's not for the faint-hearted. You need to have strength and patience to sit for long hours, to put down your thoughts in the proper sequence. Your diction must be good, and you have to make substantial sacrifice and perhaps have sleepless nights in order to come up with something meaningful, something tangible, like this book that we are launching today. Last but not the least, you must have the capacity to tolerate criticisms. A new book on issues related to cryptocurrency management in this era of Web3 infancy, because I believe that we are still in the infant stage of Web 3.0. There are so many business use cases, so many business opportunities in this space, so many things possible to see. There are limitless opportunities in this space, and to have a book dedicated to crypto community management in this era is a welcome development, particularly against the background of the depth of the scarcity and the shortage of standard books in the crypto space. To our brother Lawal Afeez Arishekola, I say a big congratulations on a successful book launch, and I wish you many, many more years of fruitful writing for publication. Having said all this, let me use this opportunity to thank everyone on my own behalf for making it to this event, and always remember that you are those who make the needed difference in the world, and we are the solution we seek. Thank you, everyone, for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for the lovely session. We really appreciate your time and your efforts towards giving us a brief about what the book is all about. And um, technical operator, can you please mute that particular mic? I don't know where that is coming from. So we would really like to appreciate your efforts and appreciate you for your time. Thank you so much for taking your time
The
to talk to
background
us.
voice is from the author.
Okay, he has
Okay.
muted it. Okay, so thank you so much for breaking down what the book is all about for us and for talking to us generally about the blockchain industry and how to key into opportunities in the blockchain industry. So basically, what you still have to do for us before you take your leave, we know you are running out of time. So is that you have to launch the book for us. So
Okay.
normally, as with launching generally, so probably you are buying. I don't know. Probably you will buy 50 copies or 1,000 copies at a particular amount. So we don't.
Uh,
So that's more like what we want to hear from you now, sir.
Oh, it depends. No, I like I said when I started the book launching, I think it depends on the price. I don't have the idea of the price. I don't have any idea about the price. So buying the copies is not a problem, but I think I need to know the price of each copy.
No, you actually do not have to know the price. Well, the author will disclose. We are going to disclose the price soon, but just think
Okay,
of any price that okay, I am going to buy. Normally, with people doing launching, even before they name the price of books, a chief launcher can just come on board and say, okay, I'm going to buy 5 copies of this book for 50,000 naira. No matter what the price is, a price from the chief launcher is a price.
okay. I think I will buy. mm, I'll buy 6 copies
Okay.
for 30,000 naira.
Allahu Akbar, mashallah. So our guy is buying 6 copies of Crypto Community Moderation for 30,000 solid naira. Thank you so much for the launching, sir. We really, really appreciate it. Technical operator, can you please take off this? So your 6 copies are here. This is
Okay,
this is the book in print, as you can see.
okay.
1, 2, 3. This is 3. Then the other 3. Let me just raise them up so that you be able to see them. So 6 in all.
Okay.
We are going to reveal it to your location. Thank you so much, sir, for your time, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining us
you.
for this launching session, and thanks for sharing from your pool of experience. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Technical operator, can you still check if Abu Rushda is around? Can you please bring Abu Rushda on board? I don't know. So let's talk with the author of the book, Lawal Afeez Arishekola. Can you please try and bring him about to just tell us just an overview about himself, about the book, his journey so far with crypto community management? Then we can take up every other thing that needs to be addressed. So, Mr. Lawal, you are up now, please.
Yes, yes, I'm ready.
Okay, please go on, sir.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this epic event. It's a great pleasure. We really appreciate everyone, starting from the participants. The first guest speaker, which is Malam Adego Kiadefem Yusuf. He talked about blockchain and its potentials. He was able to narrate different life-saving um, skills that we can have, and those that already have those skills, how they can utilize it. Because it's one thing to have a skill, it's another thing to be able to get enough monetarily from those skills. So he was able to dabble through that very deep portion, and we really got value. We really appreciate your presence here. And also to chief launcher and reviewer, the review was top notch. It was just as if he was with me while I was writing. It really captured the whole essence of of the book and beyond. I'm talking in person of Madam Dawood Sulaiman Abiola Malajan. His presence is really appreciated. So that's just like a lecture on its own. Aside the review, he was able to talk about the trends in crypto space, DeFi, NFT, play to earn, move to earn, gamify, and so on and so forth. Web 3.0, and how we can position ourselves, being a community manager, being a content writer, being a copywriter, being a freelance writer, and so on. So it was really a great and insightful session. Everyone have been appreciated. Also to the host, Madam Shehu Abdusalam Aladodo, his efforts since the beginning is really appreciated. And also, one thing I would like to mention is that the book Crypto Community Management Simplified is an effort of years of experience. It's an effort of years of observing things. It's one thing to learn about a particular skill, it's another thing to understand how the skills are related to life situation, how to get jobs with the skills, how to impact to others with the skills. So the book has different sessions. We have a session that talks about the fundamentals of cryptocurrency. No matter how new that person is, the person will be able to get the basics right. When the basics is right, when the foundation is right, to be able to build anything on it. So that part is being demystified on the book. And also, we're able to talk about different blockchain in the crypto industry, the BSC blockchain, the Wax blockchain, the IOTX blockchain, the Algorand blockchain, and so on and so forth. And even the new blockchains that are just coming up, BitGat, BRise, and so on and so forth. Crypto is still evolving. NFT, all these trends, they are still evolving. So we can say we are still early. So no matter what we write on the book, no matter the years and the months of research, there are going to be updated version. There are going to be renewed version, because every day there are new things that are happening in the crypto space. So it's only take one to go out without learning. It only takes one less than 24 hours before the knowledge you have will be outdated in the crypto space. So as a result of that, they will be having other versions, but the rest assured, enough value will be gotten from this. Also on the book, we were able to talk about the simplest and the most convincing means to get jobs. In most clients, it's one thing to be able to learn from different people. I want to learn these skills, but how do you want to transform that learning to you earning with it? So the book, you're able to expose various means in which you can get jobs as a community manager. You can be new to crypto. You may be a professional. You may have been in crypto since 2016, as like myself, or since 2017, like others, or since last year, 2021. Even you can just be coming into the crypto space in 2022. That doesn't mean anything. The book is everything that has to do with crypto jargons that you see. These words are too high. These words are too. I don't understand it. Everything are being broken down to the barest meaning. The meaning that even a 4-year-old will be able to understand. That's how basic it is. That's how basic. Also, an important part of the book is another aspect that talks about different glossary, different terminologies used in the crypto space. When they say this, when they say that, what do they mean? It has been a really it has been a real big issue for newbies and even some community moderators. When you say a word, when you say a terminology, a jargon, they will be asking you, what's the meaning of this? What's the meaning of that? So the book is just like an encyclopedia of those words. We have as many as possible there. We have as many as possible there. Every short forms that you can think of, everything is there. So it's just like a handbook for someone that is in the crypto space, even not limited to community moderators or community managers alone, for writers, for animation designers, for video editors, for developers, for marketers, name it. It's useful for everyone. So I can say categorically that the book will go a long way to add enough value and benefit to the crypto space as a whole. So basically, that's the little I have for now. In the course of the launch, I'm going to be sharing more other nuggets about the book too. Thank you very much. The host, you have the floor now.
Okay, thank you so much for the overview regarding the book, sir. The book has already been launched by Omalaja, so I don't think there is anything to like postpone again. So we would like you to give us the price of the book and how people can get it. Also, can you sort of send your account details to the crypto community management group so that people on the group will actually get to order first. So because there are limited copies of the book, I know. So we are giving preference or top preference to members of the group, and we hope that they are going to get their copies before other people outside get theirs. Also, we are giving preference to those who are watching this launching live, and we hope that they will key in and get their copies before others get it once we are done with the live session. So kindly give us the price of the book, and then we can take it
Sorry,
from there.
sorry, sorry.
Okay.
If anybody wants to launch the book online, so maybe from those who are watching, they can
Okay.
comment on YouTube, and we are going to pin their comment on the screen here. Inshallah. Assalamu
Okay,
alaikum.
now, so if, walaikum salam. So if you are listening and you would love to launch the book in any way, if you want to launch the book, before we call the price, if you want to launch the book, kindly signify so that we are going to pin your comments. Just signify we are going to pin your comments with
They should
whichever.
they should make comments on YouTube where they are watching. They
Yeah,
would see it
make
there.
make comment on YouTube if you want to launch, and we are going to take it from there. Thank you so much. So I think we should give about 2 minutes for that. After 2 minutes, you can just announce the price. Okay, someone said I want to launch the book. Kindly state your launching price and how many copies you would love to get. Kindly state your launching price and how many copies of the book you want to get. Okay, Firdaus Zahara. Kindly state your launching price and how many copies of the book you want to get. So
Hello. You may call out the names so that they will know that you are talking to them.
yeah, Firdaus Zahra, that's the name. Firdaus Zahra. Kindly state okay, how many okay, she said I want to launch with 25,000 naira. Mashallah. She said I want to launch 2 copies with 25,000 naira. Allahu Akbar. She is launching 2 copies with 25,000 naira. She's launching 2 copies with
Actually,
25,000.
that's a special launch.
Very special.
Jazakallah khairan.
Yeah,
Now,
Frida Zara is my wife and is a senior community manager too. She works with
interesting.
yes. Maybe I should continue the introduction. She
Oh,
works
MashaAllah.
with
I don't actually think that we have enough time again on the
Time,
event.
okay.
You know we are in Ramadan,
Okay.
so we have to cooking things up. So she's
All right.
launching
I
two
think that
copies.
introduction suffices too. Thank you.
Definitely, yeah. She's launching two copies with 25,000 naira. If you have anyone else who wants to launch, they can proceed and signify. They will pin their comments and we'll take it from there. Okay. Technical operator, is there a way if we want to drop the account number, is there a way you can drop it for us on
Yes, you
YouTube?
may type it on the chat and then I will display it here.
Okay, I'll do that
Let the
now.
author type it on the chat, then I'll drop it here, inshallah.
On the private chat, right?
Yes, or WhatsApp.
Oh,
He
no
has my
problem.
number.
I'll drop it for you on the private chat.
No pre.
Okay. Um, okay. So
Okay. Kindly say you're launching.
right.
Yeah, we're together now.
Okay. Mr. Arishekola, please continue. You can speak on.
All right. Thank you very much. About someone asked on the chat that would there be question and answer session. On that, if you have any question, you can drop on the chat. It will be answered. And
Yeah.
also the price.
Wait, let me just continue speaking. We are going to talk about the price later. We are still waiting for those who want to launch. We are going to drop the account
Okay.
number.
Okay. The details regarding the account number and the price will be discussed as promised. So another thing I would like to talk about regarding the launch. The launch has already been done, so we are just wrapping up the whole session. The whole session now. I realize that it has been a serious bottleneck for many individuals that are trying to break into crypto. The first thing they will say is that they don't even understand jack about it. They don't understand anything. No matter how you explain to them, no matter the languages you use, even their native language. So there is something about mindset. You know, when someone's mindset is about crypto is hard, they said it's hard. I had someone has lost so. Someone has lost his fortune there. You know, when you are coming with such mindset, no matter how good the tutor is, no matter how simple he makes it, it will be hard for you to get it. The first thing to put in place is change the mindset. Find it easy for you to learn. Make it easy for you to learn in your mind. And also put everything in place. It's one thing to learn, it's another thing to revise what you've learned. You know, it's just like the normal job we'll do offline. It's just, you know, when you learn something, you don't just go and sit down and say, my boss has has tutored me on so I'm waiting for him for the next update. The update you'll be getting, you may be the one that will get it even before the person that brought you into crypto will get it. Yeah, it's possible. There are many individuals that I brought into crypto. By now, I know their strengths. I know when I need help in social aspect, I know how to go to them and say, please, I need help. It doesn't mean it because I can mention some names like that. Umar Aderibigbe is a senior crypto analyst. Now, when I have some issues, he's my friend and he's one of those great people I introduced crypto to. But now today I can go to him and say, so I know you have an edge. There are other people like that, including my wife that launched. I was the one that taught her everything regarding crypto and community management. But now there are some certain things that when I have issues with it, I will go to her and say, so do this, help me with this. I can mention names like that. And also my direct boss in person of Mr. Kenneth, Intelligent Jude. Till now, they are still there. So in crypto and crypto community management, you don't operate in solitude. You don't operate as a one-man squad. It doesn't work like that because there are some information that even if you're on the laptop for 24 hours in a day without sleeping, you will not be able to get it. But it's someone that is in your clique that will bring such information to you, and you are going to build on that. So this aspect is very much important too, and I need to sort it out as I've done. Thank you very
Okay, yeah.
much.
Okay, so thank you so much, and we really appreciate you for your time. So I think the technical operator can see the account number from his side now, and he should be able to drop it for everyone. So, Mr. Lawal Hafiz Arishekola, kindly announce the price of the book for those who want to order for the book. Then we should note that apart from the price that is going to mention, if you are ordering for the book, delivery charges apply. If you are ordering for the book, delivery charges apply. Okay, so thank you, please. You can announce the price for the book. Okay, before the announcement
Okay,
of the price, I think it will be safe for us to display the copies of the book. So here is the book for everyone to see. Crypto Community Moderation Simplified. So I have some copies here with me. For those in the learning, I think you can simply get you can just drop a message for me on the group chat. You are going to get your copies. If you are in the learning, you are going to get your copies from me. But if you are in Lagos or some other parts of the country, you can get your copies directly from the author. Thank you so much. Please continue, sir.
all right, thank you. The first part is no matter where you are around the world, you can get the book on Amazon. So the links is
Oh,
being
yeah.
displayed on the screen. So you just go to Amazon and simply buy. That's the first part. The other part, if you're in Nigeria, any state in Nigeria, in the north, in the south, in the east, you only need to contact the author, and the price is only 3,000. It's subsidized fee of 3,000 naira to make it easy for everyone to get it. The value, the information on the in the book is much more than that, but we've been able to subsidize it to the price of 3,000 naira. And as the author, as the host has said, um, delivery fee, it's not attached. So where you are will determine what the delivery fee. But the basic price for the book is 3,000 naira, and you can get it anywhere around the world. Thank you.
Okay, so that's about that. Technical operator, can you please check if Abu Ushda is on? Madam Yunus, are you with us? Madam
Yes,
Yunus.
Abu Rushda is here.
Okay, so please allow him to come on board to he has to
He,
review the book as well. He's asked to
he's not
review the book.
talking. Maybe he should on his camera first, then we invite him on board.
No, can he even hear us? Let's confirm if he can hear us. Kindly send a message to the person to the private chat. Okay.
Now,
Okay, sir, you are on, sir.
okay.
So you are asked to talk about the blockchain industry generally, then make a comment about the book and just a general comment, sir.
Okay, okay. Can I start now?
Yes, sir, you are on.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Um, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Um,
assalam.
I believe it's a conflux of both the Muslim and Christians. So I greet everyone on board. Um, my name is Taufik, and I work as a writer uh, in the crypto industry. Basically, I prepare content and strategy for crypto startups and uh, what have you. So, talking about community management and community moderation, uh, there are pillars to blockchain startup or say industry or company, and they are we talk about the C-level executives, talking about the CMOs, the CTOs, and the CEO sometime. And then you come down to content creators, community managers, and developers. You see, the other three parts, talking about uh, community manager, writer, and developers, those are sort of the bigger building blocks for any crypto startup. You imagine the amount, serious startups spend on these three pillars across the length and breadth of crypto industry. That is to tell you, in a simpler term, that they are very, very important, especially crypto startup uh, struggle for attention and relevance. We have thousands of crypto startups available today, and they are sort of jostling for relevance between available enthusiasts, uh, experts, and even the crypto newbies. So, a veritable way to project their seriousness or their uniqueness is through community moderation, community management. That is why you see some companies contracting this aspect of the job to another company. Talking of marketing companies, because they know how important this is, and they will not just want to play with a costly sort of representation as community moderation. So by and large, this is one of the important role or position you can enroll yourself in if you are hoping to also have a part of the cake in the crypto industry. Believe me, community moderation is uh, a simpler career path compared to developing and writing. So that is why ordinarily you find this book, very, very insightful, because writing is not just what you read in paper, that this is how you write, that's how you write. It has to, come from years of experience, manipulation, and putting yourself up for strict deadlines, and knowing how to tell a good story out there. And also developers, of course, that will also come after years of laborious effort, and trying here and there. But community management is quite simpler, and you only need to get the basics. You understand? You only need to get the basics, and then have people around that can serve as mentors, and then you are good to go. So, and a lot of us um, have who have what it takes, maybe as a writer, as a developer, or as a community manager. You have a whole lot of information in your head, and then to just give it to people, and then to prepare this information in a book is a very difficult task. That is why it is not usually a small effort when someone puts up a book up there. It is often said that man sannafa قد عرض نفسه للنضال. Whoever has put up a book or has written something in paper has putting himself up for a challenge. So that is to say that there are people that are looking around the corner, just trying to see the limitations, the challenges, and what have you that are in the book. But to tell them to put one out themselves is a very difficult task. So I have known the writer for quite a number of months now, and I know him to be someone you can look up to when it comes to community moderation. So you can trust that whatever he puts up out there is, of course, going to be resourceful for your journey, whether you are planning to start your journey in the crypto space, or you have, continued over a time. You will surely find the book quite resourceful. So some of the things that have been mentioned in the book or have been discussed, I went through the content. Let me do a quick review. So the first thing is that it started with uh, the blockchain. There are different blockchains out there. The notable ones being Bitcoin, Ethereum, and what have you. So if this is particularly resourceful for newbies, and of course, maybe those that are not, so technical that they may struggle to find relevant information online, you can easily get uh, enough of different blockchains, even the ones that are not common out there. You can easily get a glimpse about them in this book. So the author did a good thing in that aspect, starting with the actual uh, pivot of this monumental development or innovation, which is, of course, the blockchain. And then he also begin to discuss understanding and defining your role as a community manager. You know, it might seem at a glance that, of course, what do I have to learn if I want to start as a community manager? I will just have to, go to Discord, go to Telegram or Twitter, and yes, probably just read the how-tos online or via YouTube videos and then get started. It extends far beyond that. You understand? There is this good thing about learning or having a mentor as far as these spaces are concerned. You get 1,000 hours worth, uh, searching online. You can get it in 15 minutes or even less than an hour when you have the required resources or required resources like a book or a mentor to guide you around. So it will save you a lot of wasted time online trying to find relevant materials. And that is if you find it in the long run. Sometimes you end up even not finding it. So something like this will be very handy for you, to keep as reference material and also, to start with. So what it takes to be a successful crypto manager is also in the book. And then I think he also specifically mentioned the most used uh, social channels for crypto startups and projects, and that is Telegram and Discord. So he explained that, and also the fact that you must define your space. You understand? You must define your space. There will be one or two spaces that you are a guru of, that you are specifically known of. You understand? Of course, you can add other spaces like Twitter, Facebook, and like that. But you should, have a landmark in some specific spaces. So he explained what you need to put up to, he explained what you need to put up to have a landmark in some of those spaces. And then he also explained the art of networking and getting to know how to search for jobs. You know, you can know all the basics and then you struggle to find a job, probably because you don't have a working connection or you don't know where to look through, or you just don't know how to put yourself up out there to be cited. So he explained uh, something like that in details, and then you should have no problem, finding a good networking environment and securing your own job after reading the book. And also, he explained some glossary of terms that you find very, very resourceful. And what's other thing? Not everything here can be explored at a glance. So the best thing is just to get a book and see for yourself. It was said that Um, Seeing is believing. Yeah, seeing is believing. So I think I want to uh, put a stop here. Um, I it is quite beneficial, and it should be a good resource for anyone out there, whether you are an enthusiast, whether you are a community leader, or whether you are just starting up in the space. You cannot get much of something like this out there. You know why? These days we are struggling to find uh, meaningful sense out of what is written and what is put online, maybe due to the volume or due to our own time that is continually getting stiff. So this is less than 100 pages, and that is what you can just read at the comfort of your car, or inside your house, or even just visiting a friend. You can just take the book along and then begin to read it. So that makes it very easy for you to read. You understand? It is less than 100 pages, and then that gives you more time and more option to read it over and over again. You understand? So one basic thing, or one stumbling block to making sense out of what is put out there online, is the volume, like I said, and also sometimes the complexity and the technicality. But here in this book, you have nothing to fear as far as those part is concerned. So it is a simple read. It is not voluminous, and it is straight to the point. So I want to put a stop here. I hope you have found this interesting. I'm sorry if I have not um, done enough. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for the lovely review, sir. We really appreciate it, and thanks for um um kind of coming in within just a short notice. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time and your efforts. Thank you. Okay, so to the author, I specifically want to congratulate you on the launching of the book, and I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it a blessed effort for you. So Abu Rushda,
Yeah,
can you
I can hear you. I can hear you.
would you like to launch the book as well? Do you intend to get some copies?
Um, I have a copy already, unless
Okay.
there's going to be another copy aside that.
No, it's actually in print. What was sent to you was
Okay.
a draft. It's in print.
Okay.
So if
Okay.
you'd love
Okay.
to have the printed, it's actually in print. This, in fact, the soft copy is not available. What was sent to the guests on this launching platform is the ebook for them, just a draft for them to go through and be able to say something about the book. But the book itself is in hard copy. I don't know if the author has plans to probably publish the soft copy sometime in the
No, there
future,
is no plan for that
but for
for
now,
now.
it's only available in hard copy. So if you'd
Okay.
love to
Okay.
get a copy,
That's fantastic, because I for one, I've been wondering how it is going to go around without you know
being plagiarized
uh
or
yes, yes, without that concern. But if it is in print, that makes it better, for the author and for the reader, because sometimes you get a whole lot of distraction when you are reading online. But if you are having a copy, and then of course you can just take it anywhere you're going. I want
absolutely.
to launch two copies for 5,000 naira.
Okay, sir. Okay, so thank you so much. We are going to note that. We are going to note that I'm going to get to you with your copies, inshallah. You are in Ilorin, so there is no problem with getting your copies over to you.
Okay, okay.
So, Sir Adegoke is here.
Okay, I actually
Sir Yusuf.
informed him that the launching has started so that he will be able to launch too.
Okay, Sir Yusuf, so are you with me? Can you hear me, sir? I think his network is a bit.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so Omalaja did the launching as the chief launcher. Can you still hear me, sir?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. So he launched 6 copies. I'm not going to tell you the price because I know that I know that you have plans to give
You
us
can do
a
better.
whole lot of money. So how many copies do you want to launch, and for what amount are you launching the copies for, sir?
I'll launch 2 copies for $50.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. That is very, very impressive. So, Sir Adegoke Adefemi is launching 2 copies of Crypto Community Moderation Simplified for a whooping sum of 50,000 naira. Thank you so much, sir. We really
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
very much.
That's
We really
$50.
okay. Yeah. Sorry about that.
He speaks in dollars, though.
Oh. I thought he said. Okay. No problem. So he's launching 2 copies of this book for $50. That's 25,000 naira plus. So we thank you so much for your efforts. We really appreciate your time, and we really appreciate the fact that you took out of your busy schedule to attend to us. So I also want to use this medium to remind you of our discussion so that you check your WhatsApp.
All
Uh,
right.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very,
You're
very
welcome.
much. Yeah. Okay, so Malam Hafiz, I think all is said and done, and I congratulate you on the launching of your book. And just for how will I put it? Are you here, Madam Abdul Hafiz?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so I am just a small boy coming up in the industry. I'm learning from you people. So I am going to launch 2 copies of the book also for 10,000 naira.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You are
It's well
welcome. You are
appreciated.
you are welcome,
Yeah,
sir.
I think we have some of our people that are just coming on board. So I don't know if there will be anyone on the channel on YouTube that wants to launch before I make a final remark.
Okay, I already sent messages to the channel and no one seems to be replying.
Okay.
And we don't have any comment on YouTube as well. So I think you can make your final remarks and we can close for the day. We spent about 1 hour 15 minutes, almost 2 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really an intriguing occasion. Thank you very much. I really appreciate everyone's contribution. As it is well noted in the acknowledgement on the book, everyone that are being mentioned are worthy of notes. First, my wife and kids, they are the ones that make this work very easy. The support, the goodwill, and everything. It's well appreciated. And also, um, Dr. Ken, Intelligent Tooth, is well appreciated as well. All his efforts and teachings are no small. And also, I want to use this medium to appreciate all the launchers, starting from Madam Dawood Sulaiman Abiola Malaja. He launched with 30,000 naira, and my their wife Frida Zahra 25,000, and also Madam Adeguke Yusuf with a sum of $50. I know I'll be getting more than that from him when we meet inside. That's very sure. That's just a public declaration. It will be different from what I'll be getting privately. I'm certain about that. And also, there
Okay.
is also someone that is not here, and I know it's because of an important thing. Because before the session started, I was calling him, which is Abubakar Maruf Ibn Hajar. He's
Ajana.
supposed to be as part of the co-reviewer, and I think I'm the host.
Ibn
Um,
Aj- Ibn Hajar
Mala,
is going to Ibn Hajar is going to launch for like 200K. There is no money.
yeah, that's expected. So
Nah.
I think his review part is being was being taken care of by Alan Taufik, okay, and it was a well detailed review. It was
Very,
a well
very
detailed review. He was able to point out each chapter, just like a summary of the whole
of the
book and the glossary part. It's well appreciated as well. And also
yeah.
our main host for the day, Malam Aladodo, is support and goodwill are well appreciated. And also the launching part too. He also launched with a sum of $20. So it's no small. It's no
Yeah, of
small.
course.
Even the kind support are well appreciated and well noted. And also one of the important pillar that we must not forget, uh, Madam Yunus Olukodo SY. I want to
Yes.
appreciate him, his support on getting the books on Amazon, his support on the whole technical aspects of the launching of the whole book, of proofreading, of reviewing, and the patience and everything. It's well appreciated. Jazakumullah
And
khairan.
and the printer as well.
Yes, and the printer, Malama Hasbi.
Yeah.
The work is top notch. Even without telling him that do this, do that, is a very it's a professional. And the book, the copy, the material, everything is to international standards. So he's well appreciated as well. And also, I appreciate everyone that has taken their time to be with us here since the first minute till this moment, 1 hour 51 minutes. It's no small. We can't refund the data that you used. The data is even small. We can't refund the time. Your your very relevant and important time used. It's because of the love and the what would I call it, and the support you have for the work for us. It's really appreciated. Thank you very much, everyone on the YouTube channel, those that are on other channels that are watching us. We really appreciate. So in future, if you are having other updated copy or other works that will be coming out, we'll get across to everyone in the same medium too, to talk about that too. Thank you very much for your time. You really appreciate it. And also the most important part, the first reason why we are here, and I think we started with that. So we give thanks to Almighty God, um, and we ask for the choices and blessings upon the soul of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions and the generality of Muslims and every one of us that are here too. We ask for God, Almighty Allah to protect and bless every one of us in our endeavors and prosper us in our various fields too. Those that are just coming into the community management niche, those that have been there already, those that are just thinking of okay, they are saying crypto. Let me come into everyone. We really appreciate everyone, and also when I was doing the introduction part, I forgot to mention some of the places I've worked before. So I think I'll use this medium to say that before I round up this session. Um, since 2021, I've been working with Launchpool.xyz. There are a couple of projects I've worked with, but I've mentioned some. Launchpool.xyz as senior community moderator. I've also I'm also till now I'm working with Cinch Block as a community moderator and manager as well. And also I've worked with various projects with Cinch, Dragon Evolution, Dino, Element, and so on. And also I work as a Facebook moderator for Teravacho.io. Teravacho is NFT marketplace just like OpenSea. And there are a couple of other projects like that that I've worked with, the likes of Phoenix DeFi, um, and so on and so forth. I can't exhaust the list, but I just need to mention it so that we know that okay, what we are getting from the book is not just about trading, but we can actually get life changing income and skills, as Madam Yusuf Adekojo has said. Thank you very much for your time. Everyone is really appreciated and I well appreciated, and thank you for your time too. Till some other time, I'm Lawal Afeez Arishekola, the expert CM. Host, you have the floor now to end the session. Madam Aladodo.
Yes, I am with you. I am with you. Okay, so before I end the session, I would like to remind you that you should sort of draft a message and send to the launchers so that you'll be able to mail their books to them in time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I've started getting the alert from the
Of course.
launchers. I've
Of,
gotten most of them, so it's not just an audio declaration,
of
so to
course,
say.
it's not an audio. I'm much more particular about getting. I'm more particular about getting their books over to them in time before the day of read, so to speak.
Okay, okay, that will be
Yeah.
worked on. We'll work on that with our delivery partners too.
Okay, thank you so much. And we want to thank everybody on a final note for joining us for this launch. And we really appreciate your time and your effort. Like the author rightly said, we cannot
Tito.
give you back your data. So we just hope that whatever that has been discussed on this live event, you are going to use it to impact yourself positively. So thank you so much for joining us. And I remain your humble host, Aladodo Abdul Salam. Thank you so much. Jazakumullah khairan.